Well, good evening, my dears. How's everybody doing tonight? By everybody, I mean all two people because I was a silly goober and didn't make an announcement for the live stream tonight because my life has been crazy. But welcome to those of you who are here. Gonna kick off Ahsoka episode 7 in approximately 10 minutes. How are we feeling tonight, guys? Where do you think we're headed tonight? Drop a comment on the chat. Where do you think the show is going to go this week? Obviously, we found Ezra last week, and the action's probably going to kick up in this one. I have to imagine that Sabine and Ezra are going to run into Baylan Skoll and Shin Hati, or Shin Batty, I should say. And they'll probably, what I'm guessing is going to happen with them is they'll probably end up fighting, but then they're going to have to work together. Sorry. But then Shin, Baylan, Ezra, and Sabine are going to have to work together to escape Thrawn. That's what I think is going to happen tonight. But I don't know. If you guys are feeling game, drop a comment. Let me know where you think this episode is going to head tonight. Sorry, my best friend just tried to call me and I gotta be like, hey, sorry, I'm doing a stream. I'm actually gonna look up. Welcome to all 8 of you. Hi, Simon. Welcome to the chat. Hopefully more Baylan Skoll. Always, dude. Always. Hopefully more Baylan Skoll. I love that guy. I think Ray Stevenson is easily the highlight of the show. I think he's the best actor on this show so far. He's giving such an incredible performance in every single scene he's in. I just want more. So I am pumped up. I hope we get more Baylan. I hope we get more Shin. I hope we get a Baylan, Shin, Ezra, Sabine team up. I would be so down for that, dude. And I'm also anxious. I want to see Ezra's fighting style. I know that sounds like really weird to say, but I want to see how, like, because he doesn't have his lightsaber anymore, and so he's got to have some like sick karate force moves, right? So I'm like, I kind of want to see how he fights. I think that would be a cool thing. Welcome, Phoenix Rising. I think we are going to see a lot of Purgil die, sadly. Oof, you know what? That's probably true because Thrawn was telling the Night Sister leaders, or what is it, the Night Sister Council, or whoever they were. No, not the Night Sister Council. Did he tell Enoch? Well, Thrawn told somebody. He was like, kill the Purgil with prejudice. So yeah, you're right. Probably will see a lot of Purgil die. All right, all 9 of you. We have roughly 6 minutes, 7, 8 minutes, something like that. I don't know. He told Morgan. Thank you, Phoenix Rising. Thank you. Kill it with prejudice. So we're going to see a lot of Purgil die. Hopefully Baylan, Shin, Ezra, Sabine team up. That would be so much fun. I would love to see that. Ahsoka's probably going to get there in the midst of all the crap going on. And by all the crap going on, I mean Thrawn will try to escape, and then Ahsoka will get there, and then Thrawn... I guarantee that this episode will end on a cliffhanger, the cliffhanger being the fact that Thrawn was able to escape into our galaxy because of Sabine. And I also hope that we see... I don't know if this is the right word, but I want to see Sabine have to grapple with the fact that she is the reason that Thrawn escaped. I want to see her grapple with that. And granted, I don't really know if she had much of a choice because it was either give the treasure planet orb to Baylan or be shot and killed. Or so I don't really think that she had a lot of choice in that. But still, she did doom her galaxy. So hopefully we'll see some repercussions for that. Or at least I hope the characters comment on that. I hope they don't just brush over it. I hope it's something that Sabine actually has to grapple with. Because ultimately, I think this series is going to end on a massive cliffhanger because it has to all build towards Dave Filoni's Mandoverse movie, right? So it's got to end on somewhat of a cliffhanger. And the show is over next week, which is crazy to think about. Feels like we just started, right? Oh. My friend just texted me, and he said, do you think they'll kill Enoch tonight? Do you guys think that Enoch's gonna die? Do you think he's gonna end up being a no-name like Marok? And then they're just gonna yeet him off into the cool characters who never got a chance to see the light of day group? I'm gonna use this because I don't want to ruin the wood down here. Let me pull up the episode. Welcome to all 14 of you. Sorry I didn't do like an announcement post of, hey, we're doing a live stream tonight, but honestly, today has been wild and my brain has just been all over the place. Like, it has just been a really big off day for me, so sorry about that. Dude, we're really done with the series. It's over next week. How is that even possible? How is that even possible? Phoenix Rising. Enoch is West Chatham, so no, he will not end up. So no, he will end up being a big character. I don't know, dude. Everybody thought, look, I'm not disappointed that Marok was nobody. That's totally fine. I'm just really tired of them introducing very cool new characters and then not doing anything with them. It's like, come on, guys. Like, you can introduce a new person and have them stay in the series for a little bit of time. Like, we don't need to kill them right away. Kind of like the Knights of Ren in that way. They looked cool, but they ultimately were useless. Hi, Edward the Giant. Welcome. Hello. Brief thoughts since I'm at a gas station. My theory is that the mother is in Peridia and she... Ooh, okay. Yeah, I've heard of this character. Again, I can't speak to any Legends things or EU because I don't have a lot of knowledge in that space. I have like a very basic understanding, but I'm not super knowledgeable in that area. But if they do bring some EU stuff into this episode, I wouldn't mind. I think some other theories that were going around is someone on our Instagram commented that they think the Bendu might be calling out to Balin, which could be an interesting concept. Also, the son of Mortis. I think that's a little bit more complicated, but that could also be a possibility. Or it could be an entirely new thing. I don't know. So, Edward the Giant, I'm open to that. I'm open to that possibility. But ultimately, I think no matter where we go, it's going to end in Balin's death, which is so upsetting because he's such a badass, cool character. But Ray Stevenson is no longer with us. All right, we got like, what, 3 minutes? Welcome to all 17 of you. No Star Wars after the show for a while. What's the next thing coming out? Writer's strike might delay Andor season 2. Yeah, I don't know. I actually don't know the answer to that. I thought Skeleton Crew was originally scheduled to come out next year, but I don't know if the strikes have changed all that. Honestly, like, I truly have no idea what to anticipate. I expect there's going to be a lull for a little bit of time. Which I don't always think is a bad thing. I think sometimes we need to miss Star Wars so when it comes back there's still excitement for it. So I don't fear a break so much. But I have no idea when the next bit of content's going to come out. But actually, you know what? That's a lie. Bad Batch season 3, right? Wouldn't that be... Did they announce the premiere date for that? Wouldn't that be in the spring of 2024? Maybe it is. I don't know. When does Bad Batch season 3 come out? Yeah, there's no date. It just says sometime in 2024. So I have to imagine Bad Batch season 3 would be the next bit of Star Wars content. But it's the final season. Hi, Andrew. Watching from Australia. Can't wait for these next 2 weeks. Yeah, thank you so much for joining the stream tonight, Andrew. Happy to have you here. These last two... How long is this one tonight? Like 45 minutes? Is it the same as last week? I don't know how long the episode is tonight. But they got a lot of information to address in these last 2 episodes, and we have 1 minute. I don't know how long I'm going to stay after this episode ends, guys. I might read a couple comments for a few minutes, but I need to jump off pretty quick when we get done with this. So I'll share my brief thoughts as soon as the episode is over. We'll look at some comments, and then I've got to Yeet. All right, it is 9 p.m. You guys ready? I cannot do a timer again tonight. I apologize for that. I don't know what it is, but every single time I try to share the timer, I get kicked off the internet and it's stupid. So I apologize for that, but we got to deal with it. Hang on one sec. Hi, Mark. Hi from Sydney. Gorgeous day here. Glad to hear it. It's getting cold over here. I live in the Midwest in the US, so it's cooling down. Okay, it's 9 p.m. I'm going to refresh Disney Plus. Okay. Part 7, and it features Mon Mothma. The description is Hera must answer to the New Republic while far, far away a reunion takes place. Okay, guys, give me 1 second. Again, I can't share a timer, and I'm sorry about that, but StreamYard is stupid sometimes. Okay, I got the episode pulled up. We are hitting play in 3, 2, 1, play. All right, here we go. All right, we're on the recap right now, guys. Well, Sabine had to give Balin the orb. Otherwise, she would have died, but still, she did screw everybody over. So. Come on, give me a Shin, Balin, Ezra, and Sabine team up, please. Do you know Ezra Bridger? He's my love friend. Because we can't let Sabine and Ezra be together for some reason. Kill it. Oh, it's destroy it with prejudice. Okay, we are on the Lucasfilm logo right now. And all the logos are going past. The music for this show is just unbelievable. Like, that goes without saying. Oh, Coruscant. We love you. A courtroom. Ooh, got him. Carson. Sweet tan jackets, guys. Why is this guy the only one speaking? Get in. Dude, but they have camera footage of Balin and Shin. Would they not bring this to the court? She can't show up because she's the CGI version of herself. This better be footage of Balin and Shin. Because that's pretty strong evidence right there. Darn. That's droidist. Chopper, probably. Why didn't you just bring up the footage of Balin and Shin? Also, it definitely makes sense that Mon Mothma became Chancellor. I like that continuation. Show her the footage. Dreams and Madness. It's a line from Balin, no? It took Thrawn and Morgan like a day to get there. And it takes Ahsoka 2 months. Oh, shut up, dude. He's sick. Oh, yes. Shut up, dude. I love Hayden so much. Bless. Oh. Shut up. I love Hayden so much. I'm so glad they're giving him his due. Show us all the recordings then. No. No, don't make me emotional over Anakin right now. Give me all the Hayden in this show, okay? I am so happy for him. Valid points. Hewing's the best. Hewing is awesome. Dudes, he's so good. But I think that's in large part due to David Tennant, because David Tennant's amazing. Very interesting effects there. Oh, Thrawn's killing them. Who said that in the chat? No, they're just whales. Oh wait, no, it's a mine, isn't it? Isn't there like a mine around the planet? Not the space whales. Damn it. All right, if my internet crashes, I'm sorry. It might. Easy enough. Jedi Starfighter, so cool. There's some pretty good CGI here too. Okay, are those corpses are those actually the bodies of dead Night Sisters? That is so creepy. Inquisitorial database. Damn straight. You know that name. Hmm. Okay, Thrawn, what are you planning? I love hewing so much. Damn, there's some really good CGI here. It reminds me a lot of the Phantom Menace in the scene underwater with Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, and Jar Jar, where Qui-Gon goes, "There's always a bigger fish." Yeah, this is giving those exact vibes. Meanwhile, Lady Wren and Ezra Bridger are making out hardcore on the wastelands of Peridia. Or not. Dang it. Just kiss. Dude, I'm sorry. They are not just friends. Of course, they had to throw that line in there. That's what people say, but somehow Palpatine returned. He said Zeb's training recruits, I think. Uncomplicated, Sabine. Dude, they are into each other. Everybody shut up. They're into each other. Look at the way he's looking at her. Same, Ezra. You have to tell him, Sabine. You can't run away, kiddo. Dude, are you kidding me? They are so into each other. I'm sorry. They're into each other. Fight me. They're into each other. Oh god, I want to see Ezra Force fight. What's his fighting style going to be like? Come on. Boy, they are creepy. They're like straight out of Hercules. The music's so good. What the heck? The Force. Huang's asking all the right questions. Leia. God, Amanus Fanti's such a handsome man. What the heck? Damn, the Night Sisters are creepy. Leia. Huang is the goat, dudes. He's so good. This is some good VFX work. Oh, yes. Finally. Good, we'll just turn this thing really slowly and go in the opposite direction. Shin does not Shin does not like this. Mm, mm, please don't tell me this is the last time they talk. Oh, Lord. Please. Why do I feel like this is goodbye between them? Don't let it be goodbye between them. This feels like goodbye. No! I don't like this. That makes me really uneasy. No. Dude, I'm so attached to Shin and Balin. Then why are you leaving him behind? Just give me Ezra force fighting, okay? I'm so ready for some Ezra force power. Like, or fighting or karate chopping people. I don't know what the right word is. Yoka, Yoka! Oh, good. I see they took fighting lessons from the Ewoks. I take it back. The Ewoks are better fighters. Whoopa whoopa. Oh god, I hope there are so many memes made off this. Oh hell yes, come on. Give me some Ezra Bridger fighting. He is a handsome man. Good lord. Sorry, he's a really good looking dude. Ewing's the best. Ahsoka has good chemistry with him. I like them. Ewing rocks. Fight Balin. Yes. I'm stressed out regarding him. I'm really stressed out because I like him so much and he's just mm, this episode's going to end on a cliffhanger. No, just yeah, just let Ezra kick some ass. I do like that Sabine resorts to her blasters as opposed to the lightsaber. It's way more in character for her to do that than to go to the lightsaber. I'm very stressed out about Balin. Mm. He is Space Moses. He's literally Space Moses. Ezra should have just taken the lightsaber. I mean, come on, man. But karate chop 4 style. Nice. Hmm. Hmm. I care the most about Balin. I really care about what happens to him. Oh, fudge. I am so sad about Ray Stevenson. I can't even with this. What do you sense? What do you sense? Tell me what do you sense. Oh, boy. Some of the dialogue still definitely needs work. I am actually really stressed out about what happens to Balin, even though I know his arc has to end in his death. But there's like still a part of me that's holding on to this bit of hope that he might make it, and I know he won't, and I'm just so sad. All of my questions. The couple that slays together stays together. Anything happens to my boy Hewing, people will die. Space Moses, go off. There's like a weird Star Trek noise in the background. Hmm. If the stormtroopers are like an undead army, can you actually kill them? Not gonna lie, I thought she was low-key gonna kill herself. Like, I don't know why that was my go-to, but I really thought she was gonna kill herself. I, re- I return to you now with the tide of the war. She's like, ah, my true apprentice. The real force sensitive kid. Yeah. There are handfuls of dialogue here and there in this show that, again, I feel like would work in animation. They just don't translate super well here. Oh, is that it? Okay. I guess that was it. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. I guess that was it. All right, then. Well, what are your thoughts, guys? What are your thoughts? Jeffrey, they are not just friends, okay? First of all, Ezra and Sabine, are you kidding me? The looks between them, I'm sorry, that is not a we're just friends look. That is a I am in love with you and I'm gazing into your soul and I want you look. So, fight me, but they're definitely into each other, dude. He stared when they were talking on that little notey snail thing, whatever they were on. When they were talking, he literally is just staring into her soul for 5 minutes. I'm sorry. They're attracted to each other. And they need to go make Mando Jedi babies. Okay, I said what I said. Simon says Tusken Raiders of another galaxy. Ahaha. Let my people go. Indeed. God, could Ezra look more Moses-y? He's so Moses. He's space Moses. Oh my goodness. Reminds me of Obi-Wan and Anakin's goodbye in Revenge of the Sith. Yep. And I'm panicking a little bit. I am panicking a little bit. I am really stressed out about Baylan. And again, I know I repeated this 20 times, but I know what this leads to. I know that he can't appear in any other media because he has sadly passed away. I understand that. But I am so stressed out about his character. Like when he's on screen, I feel stress because of what might happen to him. And either Shin will kill him because she clearly has doubts about what he's asking her to do. And she's like, oh, okay, Baylan's a little bit delusional because he's talking about chasing this power and all of a sudden he wants to back out on his word. But that conversation between Shin and Baylan where he's like, hey, have patience on the path to victory kind of stressed me out. And I'm a little bit worried. And it's just really hard to watch because I like Baylan so much. So, yeah, it did remind me of Anakin and Obi-Wan's goodbye. And I didn't like it. It stressed me out. George says good, but very Disney. Yeah, I won't disagree with you on that. I think a lot of the dialogue is still pretty, how do I want to say this? It's just, it doesn't come off as well in live action as it would in animation because, again, when you have animation, when you're on the animated world, you can do more with the expressions and the poses and just everything with the character. And in live action, I feel like it's gonna play one way unless you have like a really good director. And some of this line delivery is just like, oof, didn't land. So I agree with you, George. Benjamin, seeing C-3PO is awesome. Yes, it was. But also, Leia, I understand that you can't show your CGI face to the courtroom and deliver your own messages, but I feel like that scene should have been like, hey guys, we actually have physical evidence of Baylan Skoll and Shin Hati and what they're trying to do in bringing Thrawn back. Like, I wish they would have brought that full circle and shown the footage that Hera had gotten when she and Ahsoka initially talked in like the first episode. Like, why haven't they shown the court that? Like, they have a lot of evidence on their side to prove that Thrawn is returning, and I just think it's weird that they haven't brought it up. Hi Jonas the dad, welcome back. I really want something awesome for Baylan and Shin. Yeah, me too, but again, Baylan has to die and I'm so stressed out about it. And Shin's gonna kill him or it's gonna be Thrawn, but either way it's gonna suck and I'm not happy about it. George, I think next week is going to be a huge cliffhanger, leaving lots of questions rather than answers. Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's going to be a massive cliffhanger. Does anybody know how long the 8th episode is? Like, is it going to be an hour? Because I feel like it needs to be an hour if they want to somewhat wrap this show up. Matt Lawless says, not sure how I feel about the Force Karate. I like the concept of Force Karate. However, I don't necessarily think that the choreography was the best. Or maybe it was the camera direction or the way they were shooting it, but it looked pretty basic, and I think that it could have just been executed in a more cool way. So I like the concept behind Force Karate and, you know, learning to dodge blaster shots and fighting with the Force and really like using the Force as your guide. I just don't know if the choreography or the camera direction really helped serve that. Honestly, I get the whole, I gave the lightsaber to you, Sabine, but I would have really appreciated it if Ezra took it back for just like a minute. Like, it would have been really nice. I think it would have brought everything full circle, and then you can have Sabine say something like, stop showing off, or, because, you know, Ezra is a better Force user than her. It's just facts. Jonas the dad said, super fun episode. Really looking forward to the wrap up. I think that there were a lot of fun elements in this episode. I don't know if they built up the last episode super well. I feel like we stayed in a lot of the same places. I thought that they were really gonna push some things forward. I thought that we would have gotten a little bit farther with Balin and Shin, a little bit farther with Ezra and Sabine, a little bit farther with Morgan and Thrawn, but it feels like we kind of stayed in the same place, and I think that's probably the most frustrating thing about this episode for me. Alexander says this episode felt like it went by very quickly. I definitely agree with that. But we stayed in a lot of the same places. I don't really feel like they progressed the plot forward as much as they could have, especially knowing that next week is the finale. It feels like we were really held back here. Big Dog says, well, at least the music was good. The music was good. I'd be interested in hearing your thoughts regarding the whole episode. I get a feeling you didn't love it, but that's okay. I want to hear your thoughts. Jonas the Dad says, I would like to see one director for the season, or at least a couple directors that can flow better together. Big director swings are jarring. Yeah, I agree with that. It would be nice to stop mixing up directors. Like, I get what they're doing. They're trying to give people opportunities and give them a shot at directing Star Wars, but I don't know if this works for every show. Like, I think Mandalorian got away with it better than Ahsoka's getting away with it here. Honestly, I would have just preferred to see all of them directed by Dave Filoni. Because I agree with you. I do think it affects the story and it affects the flow. And when you have so many different directors, you can really tell. Because for me, I can really tell when Peter Ramsey directs an episode versus when Dave Filoni directs an episode. Like, Peter Ramsey is really, really, really good at action. And I think did he direct episode 4? I think it was episode 4, because that fight choreography between Ahsoka and Balin, I remember thinking that was really, really good. I think after this week, Ezra will get another lightsaber because stakes. He just builds one up really quick. I think he will too. I don't love the idea of, oh, I gave that lightsaber to you and now it's yours. It's like, no, just take it back, dude. I like the Force karate idea, but it would have just been nice to see you take just take the lightsaber. Well, it is 2:45 here in the UK. Wow, thank you for staying up with me. I really appreciate you. Good night, George. I hope you had a good time during the stream. I really appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, did like to see Anakin again. I enjoyed seeing Anakin again too. I think I am so beyond thrilled for Hayden Christensen. Like, they're finally giving him all of this stuff to do, and he's getting his welcome home back to Star Wars in a way, and it's so delightful every time he pops up on screen, because you're like, childhood, or at least that's what it is for me. So it was really cool that they brought the hologram in, that we got some more dialogue. It was the dialogue from the trailer that was missing. I hope he shows up one more time in episode 8, because that would be lovely. But just little bits and pieces of Hayden Christensen as Anakin, so welcome. Loved it. Hi, Samurai Momo. We got to see Thrawn, the strategist, at work. The New Republic won't last 10 minutes when he gets back the way they are now. Yeah, so true, dude. I'm excited. I want Thrawn to come in and screw shit up for everybody. Stroke says, I feel like we were fed so much, but the plot barely progressed. The finale, I'm really hoping, pushes past the hour mark, because I do not want Thrawn's return to cause hell is rushed so quick. Yeah, I agree with you. There were some fun moments in this episode, but I'm really shocked that they did not push the plot forward as much as they could have, especially with Balin and Shin and Balin's whole, I hear something calling to me. It's like they gave us like a little nugget of that, but they didn't really move that forward. I thought that they were going to move the whole Ezra and Sabine thing a little bit forward than they did. Even Thrawn, like, everybody seemed to stay very stagnant in relationship to where they were in the previous episode. And that's my biggest qualm, because we're going into the finale next week, and it doesn't feel like we set the foundation of what to expect going into the finale, if that makes sense. Wow, a lot of comments, guys. Woohoo! Let's see. Oh God, I don't know how to say his name. Rick Famuyiwa. Matt knows how to say his name. I'm not going to try to say it again. He's directing the season finale. Okay. I don't remember which episodes he directed of Mando, so I'd have to go back and look. But interesting. That is duly noted. The Force karate kind of reminded me of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Dude, that's so true, Alexander. That was a little Avatar-y. That was airbending. Oh my god, there are about to be so many good memes on this. Ezra as an airbender. He's just airbending. That's perfect. Bernardo from Brazil, what's your thoughts about Balin's plans? Honestly, I have no idea. I genuinely don't know what Balin's after. Matt and I discussed this in our breakdown of last week's episode, but it's almost like he wants to start his own Jedi Order that's not Sith, that's not Jedi. It's like something in the middle. I saw a lot of people theorizing that it's like a Bendu based thing where he's not light side, he's not dark side, he's just like comfortably in the middle, and he uses the benefits of both the light and dark. Sorry, I thought I heard something over there. That is a guess I have, but I'm not entirely sure where they're going to take it. It's still shrouded in mystery, and I really thought that they were going to progress it more this episode. Jonas the Dad. Calling it now, super obvious. Senator Zono is an Imperial. Wow, would that be the twist of the century? I could see it. Ooh, this is a really good question. Do you think so far this series could have worked better as a movie? That is a really, really good question. You know, honestly, possibly. Yeah, like I feel like everything that we've done in these episodes, I do actually. I think that they might be able to convert it into a movie and have it make more sense, because the benefit of a movie, what's the average length of a movie nowadays? Like 2 hours, roughly, give or take 2.5 hours. Sometimes 3. I mean, we're really pushing the 3 hour mark nowadays, but I think that they could tell this story in 2.5 hours. I do. And I think the benefit of having a limit on a movie of 2.5 hours is that your script has to be tighter. Like, you have to make every moment matter. And I think with a TV series, you're a little bit more relaxed because you can tell a story over the course of a season. But thinking about Ahsoka, I do think that they could tell this in a 2 hour movie, and I think it would be a cleaner script for it. I'm not sure that this necessarily needed to be a show. And if it was going to be a show, and it is a show, technically, I kind of prefer it to be animation. Not that I'm not enjoying it in live action. Like, there's some things that I really like about it being in live action, like having Hayden Christensen back as Anakin Skywalker, but I'm starting to lean a little bit more towards the I wish this was animated train. Because that's, in my opinion, that's Dave Filoni's strong suit, and I feel like the script would be cleaner, if that makes sense. Matthew Fab says, I think Baylan Skoll will find a new powerful force creature like the Bendu from Rebels, but more dark side focused. Okay, so something like the Son of Mortis, maybe? If they do introduce that, though, isn't that a little late to be introducing that concept? Because I don't know, guys. Personally, I think Baylan has to die by the end of the show because Ray Stevenson's no longer here. But if they keep him alive, they could recast him for the upcoming movie that Dave Filoni's working towards. So I don't know. I guess it depends. This series is leading into a movie from Celebration along with Mando. Yeah, I get that. It's just, I feel like there are a lot of loose ends in this series that either could be better addressed in animation, because I do think that Star Wars animation is the strongest Star Wars content we're getting right now. I mean, for all the flaws that like Bad Batch season 2 had, I still think it's probably up there as some of the better storytelling that we've gotten in the last 3 years with Star Wars. So I guess I'm kind of leaning towards the I wish Ahsoka was animated train / it might have worked out better as a movie just because of the time limit. And it forces you to kind of cut all the fluff out and really get to your main point. Jonas the dad. Don't care what episode, don't care what show. I want Hayden's Force Ghost chatting with Luke. Yes, I 100% agree. I want Luke, Anakin, Ahsoka, and Rex scene, and everybody's talking. And like, let's just do a campfire episode. It can do a total spin-off off of somebody else's show, because apparently Star Wars loves to do that. But it's just a separate episode where it's all of them sitting around a campfire and they're talking about the Clone Wars and their relationship and how Ahsoka found out about Luke. Whatever that encompasses, I want that. Yeah, I heard there will be a second season of Ahsoka, so who knows when the movie will come out. I hear you. I don't know. Again, I think this is all pending on the strikes. I think they reached an agreement. Was it for the writers, not the actors? Didn't they just reach an agreement for the writers? But I don't know how these shows and movies, how long they're going to be affected by all these strikes. So who knows what we're going to get? Who knows when the movie's coming out, if the movie's even going to happen, or when Ahsoka Season 2 will come out. Okay, guys, I am going to run. I'm tired. Like I told you, I had an off day. Please let me know what you thought of this episode in particular. I'm really surprised they did not push the plot forward as much as they could. I have a lot of questions and theories of where we could potentially end this show next week, but I want to talk to Matt and get his thoughts, and then we'll do a breakdown together on this episode, and then you guys can check that out and drop your comments there. But let me know what you thought of this episode. What are some things that stood out to you? What did you like best about this episode? What did you not like? Where do you think we're going to conclude next week? Because I don't really know if they gave us a foundation for how this season's going to end. I really have no idea where we're going into the finale. I thought we would have progressed a little bit more in this episode, but I guess not. Do all that good stuff. Like the video, drop a comment. Make sure you comment on our breakdown with your theories, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for joining tonight. I appreciate all of you, and I will see you in the breakdown. Have a good night, everybody.